welcome to SEO Secrets with Josh Bashinsky. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm currently trying to change the show up. I was going to try to use a different software to broadcast, and it's not working. So that's fine. But hopefully you guys can find me here. If you want to see here, let me go. Let me share it. Let me share. I'm live here. Go and see me and do the stuff here. There we go. And yes, I want to leave Twitter. And then let's go to Facebook and say, hey. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So anyway, thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. SEO Secrets is not the finest YouTube broadcast. I will admit I'm a little rusty in my YouTube broadcasting. However, it is the finest show on SEO you're going to find. Because that's what I do. That's what I pay attention to. That's what I profess to know is search engine optimization. I also have 3 black belts and teach martial arts. This has nothing to do with that. I also did a master's degree in philosophy. I was doing a PhD in philosophy and ethics. This also has nothing to do with that. This has to do with search engine optimization. And today I want to be doing some forensic SEO. I want to show you, it's really exciting time. So 2026, I want to show you some stuff that I'm doing with apps that I'm building. There's a ton of SEO apps coming your way. Real good ones. Ones that are not just GPT wrappers. Ones that are actually going to help you in doing your SEO are coming very, very shortly. And I'm rebuilding things. I'm making new things from scratch. 2026 is going to be the year of SEO apps. So I know you're all going to enjoy that quite a bit. It's going to be quite amazing. I'm going to get out of this Zoom. I'm going to try to get away from Zoom and try to use something else. I was trying to use it, but I couldn't find my stream key. So anyway, again, I'm just too busy doing SEO. I don't have time to learn all the YouTube things. Although I did make some cool stuff you're going to see for the show coming up, hopefully next week. So, a couple housekeeping things out of the way. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Share this show to anybody you know who's trying to learn SEO and trying to dissect the SEO bullshit from the SEO reality. This is the SEO reality category. Everybody else and a lot of other shows, sadly, a lot of them, are in the SEO bullshit category. Anyone who's professing to use Ahrefs, unless, that's not the best way to do SEO. In my opinion, Ahrefs is not worth the money to pay for it. I know some guys swear by it. It's really only good, in my opinion, for looking at backlink profile, determining where you may have shortfalls and what you have to build up. But do you really need to do that any time? Not really. You just keep building until it works. You don't really need to spend $300, $400 a month to see how well someone else is doing. People use Ahrefs for content shortfalls, but why are you spending time looking at your competitors? Just build your own site. Build the content you know your users are going to want and like, and Google is going to want and like, and that's you're going to want and like to make you money. There's 3 things. There's what the users want, what Google wants, what you want. Make those Venn diagrams all squish into the same circle and keep going. Do not waste a week looking at your competitors and going, oh, they have this and they have that. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't compare, just in the same way, don't compare your SEO to anybody else. That's a waste of time. There's really not a lot of other really good SEO apps out there right now, which is why I'm going to be building a whole bunch. So let's not get Josh off topic yammering on about how he doesn't like these other SEO tools. But suffice to say, they're all bullshit. They're mostly all bullshit. I'm not really aware of any other SEO tools which are really any good that I would pay for. I'm not paying for any of them, for sure. And I do SEO just fine. And I teach SEO as well. I run SEO University, so if you're interested in getting more detailed information about forensic SEO and how to do SEO and how to win at SEO, again, email me at joshbashinsky@gmail.com. In fact, I could even, what do you know? The technology exists. I could probably, I don't know, if I knew somehow to use this. All I know is once I start talking, the blood goes from all the rest of the parts of the brain to the mouth, and the mouth is just going. So let's get to today's topic. you're in the right place. There's going to be a bunch of new apps coming along. Make sure to like and subscribe and share it, especially if you know somebody who's trying to learn real SEO. It's really tough to learn SEO these days. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. You need to be found everywhere, which is kind of my new mantra, which is all going to be working into the apps that I'm creating. And again, they're all going to be useful apps. They're not going to be, here's another thing about the new SEO apps out there. A lot of them are what's called GPT wrappers. If you're like, what's a GPT wrapper? That's basically a name for any LLM. It doesn't have to be GPT. Could be Anthropics, could be Cloud, could be whatever it is. It could be Gemini. But basically, you just take an API call of that, run it through a prompt, and then spit something out and think you've done some magic. Sorry, that's not the way that works either. You're going to see these apps I'm building. They're very complex, and they have very, multiple chain of thought ideations going on. And so it's going to be super, super exciting. So let's get to it here. So I apologize again. This was not the way I wanted to do this show here today. Let's do this. And let's share the entire screen here. And let's go to, So the first thing I want to talk about today is this one here. This is the Google Trends of Search Engine Optimization, AEO and GEO. That's another thing that I wanted to talk about. So over the last couple of years, AI, of course, has been the thing. And we've been talking about when is it going to usurp SEO? And I think the answer is not. It's not going to usurp SEO. Google still has, remember this, guys, Google still has 90% of the search share of the internet traffic, right? Like, call it search, call it answer, call it AI. That's all the same thing, right? People are looking for information and they're going to a website to do it. So all of the world internet searchers, they siphon through these websites to get access to the internet. And for 20 years, it's been Google the dominant, and it still is Google the dominant. 25 years, it's been Google the dominant, and it's still Google the, by far, by margins of factors of 10, it is still Google that has 90% of all internet traffic. ChatGPT has, the last time I did the math, has which is the biggest out of all of them, by again, factors of 10, has 0.5% of all internet traffic. And this is just kind of a graph here to show you that. If you look over here, you see here is search engine optimization, which got really popular lately, more popular than it's been in the last 5 years. And then it's come back down, but it's at 46%, where before it was at 33, 34, relative. These numbers are all relative to each other. Here is AEO, AI engine optimization, or answer engine optimization. You see this little blip here from 2 to nothing? That is what the world thinks of this, right? Because you have to separate. There's geeks like us who are super geeky and into the forensic SEO, which I'm going to get to in a second. And then there's everybody rest in the world. No one's searching AEO. GEO is also like Nat Geo, like the channel, and geographic stuff. See, it went up just a little bit as well, just like this. But SEO is still by far the place to be. So again, don't think for a second that you need to optimize for ChatGPT. Don't think for a second you need to optimize for Perplexity. No one is using it except for nerds like us. And that's the tiniest fraction of the internet. Probably not the people who are purchasing your stuff. But if it is, I mean, I'll get to that in a second. If you skew young and you skew tech, yeah, maybe you could spend a little time optimizing for ChatGPT, and that's the only one I would bother, because it again has by factors of 10 higher than everybody else down here. And in SEO University, we have courses on ChatGPT on how to do that. It's super easy because ChatGPT is new and they have no protections. So it's like Google in 1998. It's like, woohoo, how hard is it to rank in Google in 1998? Not hard at all, I found out. That's how long I've been doing this. And so it's like 1998 for ChatGPT. But you might get the occasional conversion here or there. It'll be 0.5% of your conversions and 0.5% of your traffic. We know because we have tests. A lot of our students and fellow testers in SEO University are big, huge internet honking SEOs themselves. And they have huge e-commerce sites which get millions of traffic per month, tens of thousands of sales per week. and they can look and be like, yeah, ChatGPT, we are getting traffic from it, and we got 0.5%, 0.5% of all of our conversions came from ChatGPT. So it was very interesting how that stat bore out to the general stat I used of the entire internet. So that was very interesting. But yeah, do you have to really think about those things? No, you still need to think about Google. Google is still the place to be, and you need to be in the AI overview, or you need to be in the AI mode, because that's where a lot of that traffic is going to. So if you're thinking AEO means the AI overview or the AI mode, and I'm going to show you exactly what that is in a second, then yes, for sure, that's where you need to be. So let's double down. Let's focus on Google here. Let's focus on what these things are. Let me show you. Actually, hold on a second. Let me see if I can do this thing again. Yeah, this. Let me do this in the background. There we go. Share. Okay. So you should see me in the bottom background there. Let me see. Let me see here. Does that actually work? Am I in the bottom background? Let's see. Let's see. And if you guys have any questions, by all means, ask any questions. Fire away your questions here. Ask me anything about SEO. There we go. Oh, I can see myself on the top. Anyway, all right, fine. Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, so we don't need this. Now, today I want to focus on this particular keyword. So we're going to do some forensic SEO here. Today I want to focus on this particular keyword. Yeah, okay, it doesn't show me there. Good, it shows me there. Good. So if, by the way, if I'm blocking the view of what you guys want to see, just let me know. Again, I'm in a transitional state. I'm transitioning. No. I'm in a transitional state of this tech I want to use to do this show. I thought I had it set up right, and I was trying to get it working, and that's why I was a couple minutes late. Again, we can all laugh at Josh not being able to run a YouTube show, but the SEO here you're about to see is going to be very, very good. Okay, and the SEO advice I just gave is very, very good. Don't listen to all the bullshitters out there. I'm going to be doing shows. I'm going to go through and listen to their videos, and I'm going to annotate them and say, look, this is a lie. I can prove it. This is wrong. I can prove it. If you guys want to see more videos like that, let me know. I've tried to peel back from slagging off everyone in the SEO industry, and they still despise me for some reason, so I might as well just lean in. You know, if that is the role you will have me play, I might as well just lean in and be like, well, this is why everyone else apparently is a effing moron. And then the occasional person who gets it right, I will give kudos. Be like, that is dead on correct. I can prove it, blah, 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 blah. You get nothing but the proof here. So anyway, I want to focus on this search here. I have a general search query here. Geolocation is US. Personalization is off. Header language is English. The query is Best CRM Tool 2026, as you can see here. Now, you might be like, who notices something interesting about this search right off the top? The interesting thing about this search right off the top is there's no AI mode. Where'd the AI mode go? It's kind of funny that Google has decided to just remove the AI mode. Well, they didn't remove it, we'll see. They pushed it down. Why? Because they wanted to have sponsored results. They're still doing us the service of not breaking the law. It is the law. It is literally the law. They have to indicate that these are sponsored results. You notice it doesn't say sponsored result here anymore. Where did that go? No, it all went to here. So I expect this to disappear at some point, and you will not be, Google will, in my best Darth Vader voice, the corruption of Google will be complete. And they will completely be grift central. Unlike they were trying to pretend not to be grift central for the last 25 years, but it'll be over, and you will not be able to tell the difference between sponsored results and organic results. But don't worry, I have apps coming up that will help with that. If the whole world goes paid, I got you covered, baby. I have the best Google Ads tool coming up. It's called CVR Predictor. Let's go there. CVRpredictor.com. You can predict conversion rates with AI precision. Make sure to click here to join the waitlist. This is going to be a very, very powerful, and I've shown it before, and currently it's broken. So I'm in the middle of building it, so I can't show it, but I've shown bits of it before. If you want to see it, join the waitlist. If you want to get a sneak peek, let me know. But it's for both keyword traffic for ads and for SEO. It'll help your SEO conversion rates as well. You'll be able to see, does Best CRM Tool 2026, does this keyword actually convert? Should I bother trying to rank for it? CVR Predictor is going to be the piece of the state-of-the-art piece of software. I cited like 30 studies, scientific studies in this thing. I generate the most scientifically accurate, tested in terms of social psychology. I built my own model out of the 11 million row orcas data set, and then I've added 10 different factors on top of that to greatly affect conversion rates. Stuff like price elasticity, seasonality, and other factors like this, which are going to tremendously help you predict a very accurate conversion rate. So that's super exciting coming up. That's another app that's coming up. And I'm going to show you another one that I'm building over here in a second to help with the forensic SEO. It's going to blow your mind. It's like the forensic SEO brain. We're going to see some really interesting information out of that in a second. But let's forensically analyze this first here. So best CRM tool 2026. The first thing we see here is sponsored results. And how many do we have? A lot coming down here. Then we have videos, the video snippet. They're like, okay, you want to watch either you want to read these sites or you want to watch a video. So you got to think, you have to do an audit, a forensic audit of the SERP, the search engine results page, the listings, the results you're going to be shown in, and you need to see, okay, well, if videos are showing up here, I should probably pivot to video for this. Or actually, quite frankly, if sponsored results are going to be at the top here, I should probably pivot to a Google ad for this, actually, and I should use CVR Predictor to only bid on keywords that are actually going to convert so I'm not wasting my money. That's exactly what CVR Predictor is made for. I was doing some Google ads and I was annoyed as fuck that Google wouldn't tell you the conversion rate, because of course they don't. You know why they don't? Because they want you to waste your money. They want you to bid on it and see if anyone will convert from that. So I would be able to tell if it's even worth wasting time and money on this in the first place by using CVR Predictor, either for keyword traffic or for SEO. And you can let everyone else waste their time and waste their money. And while they're wasting their time and their money, they're going down in traffic and money and chances of success, while you comparatively are going up. And that is the exact ratio you want if you want to last, if you want to last in internet marketing, like I have for 28 years or something silly like that, 27 years. No, it's 2026, 28 years or something like that. Okay. Now, okay, so where's this AI overview? Okay, well, finally, it's all the way down here. Usually the AI overview for the last year has been kind of at the top for most searches. And so it was in here where you want to get your link. So, I mean, that's not even where you want your link anymore. So remember, everything else I say from now, these guys are getting like almost zero traffic from this. This is where Ahrefs might actually be a bit handy to check to see how much PC Mag is getting in January 2026. To see if this is a permanent change that you're seeing that everyone else is changing. So I'll take it back. Ahrefs would be useful for this part. I wouldn't pay $300 per month for it, but let's say my company was rich and I had it, or let's say I was doing really well in SEO and I could afford a almost useless tool for $300 a month. If Ahrefs was $40 a month, I'd be like, yeah, fuck, get it. It's got good information in some cases. Like right now, it would tell you forensically if these guys are getting any traffic. For this month, it's got to be for this month, right? You can't look historical. It'd have to be for this month or the last month, the last 6 weeks or so. When did Google change to have the sponsored results here for this keyword? And when do they put the videos on top of that? And then the AI overview on top of that. So I don't know in the ecosystem of search how many people are actually scrolling down this far to get this result. My guess would be 10% at best, would be my guess. So you don't really have to worry about the AI overview here or, quite frankly, ranking here. What you should be doing, quite frankly, is buying a fucking ad. If this converts, which I guarantee, I tell you what the conversion rate for this would be, it'd be around 1.5%. After playing with CVR Predictor and scientific conversion rate prediction, which is highly, highly accurate, I know for a fact these best queries that everyone thinks converts like at 5%, ain't, not in this economy. And of course, macroeconomy and customer sentiment are two different factors in CVR Predictor as well. This is going to convert at like 1.52%. And I'm going to forensically show you guys that when I get this tool next week or the week after. I'll show you guys CVR Predictor as well. You know, I'm all about helping you make the money. Josh Bashinsky helps you make money. Josh Bashinsky tells you the truth. Josh Brzezinski shows you what he's doing because he needs to make money. I need to eat and live doing this. I've been doing this off and on and solid since 2010. This has been my job for the last 16 years now. It's 2026. Got to remember that. And off and on since the late 90s. That's how I paid my way through master's degree, through the B.Ed, not B.Ed, honors bachelor's degree, master's degree, and I took a bit of a break when I was trying to do the PhD. And I said, this PhD sucks. I'm going back to marketing. I can make literally 10 times the amount of money, and I did, and I have. Plus, being a university teacher in the humanities in Canada is kind of like being, quite frankly, like a high school teacher. If I wanted to be a high school teacher, I could have done a B.Ed for so much less money, and I'd be teaching high school somewhere, and probably miserable. But okay, so yeah, so this you got to forensically analyze, and that's my new phrase: forensically analyze. Right, you got to do a forensic audit on what you're doing to make sure you're cutting off the huge monsters that are stealing your money. You got to forensically audit, get those monsters out of there. And, sponsored results you consider here, then you'd consider a video. I wouldn't even care about the AI overview or the organic rankings, quite frankly. 5% of the traffic converting at 1.5%, probably not worth my time in terms of SEO. Unless I'm already dominating every other query, or I'm like, best CRM. CRM is all we do, Josh. Well, again, good, because you shouldn't be trying to rank a site for a CRM query if you're not focused on CRM, one. A general tech site may not rank as well here. I mean, PC Mag is a general tech site, but they're enormous. Forbes is enormous. And then we have discussions after that. Then we have more sponsored results. That's it. We have 2 organic results. That's it. These are organic results as well. The AI overview is organic results. But anyway, so yeah, that's you've got to audit the SERP. In 2026, moving on, you have to see what it's going to look like where people are going to click on you. And you have to make a decision. Should I go with Google Ads, and then you have to predict the conversion rates? Or am I going to, before you buy, otherwise you're going to waste tens of thousands of dollars on Google Ads that don't get you any sales, and just giving that money right to Google and rewarding them for this bullshit they're doing, the way they treat us. Never reward Google remember, never forget, Google is the enemy, and that's why my YouTube channel has a shadow ban. That's why you see so few people watching my videos. I used to get like 5,000 views on average. Now I get like a few hundred. That's because I've slagged off Google too much, and they've shadow banned me. If you want to know what a shadow ban looks like, look at my YouTube channel. I might have also tried some black hat stuff on the YouTube channel, just for a test. Oopsie doopsies. Oopsie doopsies. Okay, so you have to do a forensic audit of the SERP we're going to land up. And then if is it ChatGPT, then you got to look at how that's going to look there. Again, email me for any questions about ChatGPT optimization. We have that on lock, and they're really the only ones to bother with. And plus, the LLM ranking is so easy right now because it's so new. It's like 1994 all over again. What you do for ChatGPT is mostly going to work for all of them. But for ranking in Google, AIO, and AI mode, AI overview, you have to do different stuff. Now, if I go all the way down here, never mind. No. I didn't scroll down far enough. Some more sponsored results. And then the people also ask, the fine related people also ask, and then more of these results. Okay, you can just keep scrolling. Okay. Now I want to talk about, I think it's these guys here at the bottom. So I was like, okay, how would these guys, it's one of these pages down here at the bottom, Clear Out IO. They were at the bottom for me last time I checked, or on page 2. And so I don't know these guys. First off, I'm sure these are great guys. These guys are really good at learning how to warm up an email list. I'm sure they're fantastic guys, but just a disclaimer, I don't know these guys, never talked to these guys. I'm not going to slag these guys off in any way. In fact, I'm going to help them. I'm going to do a free forensic audit for them right now and show them crazy intelligent insights that my AI picks up. Although it's not perfect yet, I'm still building it. So you're going to see, this is going to be a little bit about vibe coding too. You're going to hear about the vibe coding I'm doing. If If you're interested in vibe coding, email me. I am like the vibe coding maniac. I am a vibe coding maniac. Over the Christmas holidays, I converted to vibe codingism. And so you should see the stuff I'm building. It is knucking fuzz. It is knucking fuzz. But anyway, these are the guys I'm going to do a forensic audit on. So let's say you're these guys and you're at the bottom of page 1 or you're at the top of page 2. And let's say you actually wanted to bid on this query or rank for this query to begin with. We're talking about organic rankings now. Say you wanted to rank for this in the first place, which I doubt you would, given, again, how the page looks. What did they do? What? They moved, what? They moved everything around. They moved, look, I go to the top and now it's different. I didn't reload this page. They silently reloaded this page. Wow, they're putting sponsored results all over the place. And wow, they dynamically changed this page. What? Okay, here's createio.com. Here's clearout.io. Okay, I got those mixed up. All right, great. So these guys were on page 2 last time I checked. Here they are, clearout.io on the top of page 2. This is nowheresville. This is not where you want to be. This is not where you want to be here. You want to be, in this SERP, you want to be buying Google ads if and only if this query converts. Otherwise, you're not getting any traffic. Don't bother, right? So you need to check. Google ads needs to be part of your repertoire moving forward in Google. You need to be like AI overview. That's what I'm going for. Google ads is what I'm going for. And you need to have the right tools to help you do that and not waste all of your money. So I'm solving this problem of people not being able to know what they're bidding on before they bid on it. And I can tell you I can tell you from experience and from this tool that I built, this is going to be a 1.5 to 2% conversion rate at best, including the retargeting cycle, right? Retargeting may bring it up a bit, but you would definitely need retargeting set for this. If you don't know what retargeting is a type of marketing where the people sell retargeting marketing, you sign up for it, and on every single website people goes to, they're going to see an ad about the CRM tool, the Josh 2000 CRM tool, because they went to your site, right? If these guys, whichever ones they push the most, which one are they getting their affiliate commission on? Salesforce? Okay, they're getting Salesforce. So everywhere they go, they get like clearout.io has a 10% discount on Salesforce. They'd see that everywhere in their retargeting marketing is what they would see. So here they are on the top of page 2, not where you want to be, not getting any traffic here. So let's do a forensic audit. Let's see if we can help these people figure out what they're doing wrong or what they could fix. Okay, so let me get the URL here. Okay, so now let's go over here. This is my SEO forensic audit AGI, right? It's an artificial general intelligence or narrow intelligence, ANI. I don't want to haggle about those definitions, but it's not a GPT wrapper, right? You can see there's at least 3 separate logics working here, and you're going to see how they work in a second, and you can add as many more as you want. And don't worry if you're like, Josh, this is too complicated for me. Don't worry about that. I'm going to move my face, big fat face over here. Don't worry about that. I'm going to add in simple modes as well. You're going to see here, there's already a simple mode for client, for delivering to the client, but this is getting your hands a little dirty. And I don't want to lambast anyone. I want to try to entice you to think, maybe just push yourself a little bit and learn a little bit more, and don't let your eyes, bleed over when you see this, because this is got all the gold you need to do a forensic SEO audit. That's what we're doing here. It is SEO forensic audit. This is version 1.0 that I'm building here. It's actually in Google AI Studio. I'm running it natively out of there. It's not deployed yet, but it will be deployed. So let's do this. Okay, this should be running right now. Hopefully it is. Hopefully the server hasn't crashed in the background. If it has, then I'll just restart it. Don't worry about it. Okay, please audit, boom, is what I'll ask the system to do. They are ranking page, if you give it a bit of context, page 2 for best CRM tool 2026. Forensically, you just say find out why. Find out why, and it's going to do a It's going to do the forensic audit. So you see the commands here have been forked and then put simultaneously to a couple different, the NZO forensic scanner, which is going to use data for SEO. The SEO logic core has already gone through and determined the best SEO techniques, the SEO logic you need. So we're going to take forensic scanner data here. We're going to add that to logic core. We're going to have a master agent that's going to synthesize that. It's going to be rechecked by the SEO logic core, and we're going to get a final answer here, so to speak, right? So let's look at the logic core and what it found first. So it says, okay, here is the JSON request that I pull it in. Everything, the native language of, here's a vibe coding, or an AI tech rule of thumb. JSON is their native language, right? Like JSON is like the new HTML. This reminds me, I'm old enough, you can see the gray in the beard. I'm old enough to remember the .com boom. I was a teenager, but I was getting into the workforce around that time. I'm old enough to remember the .com boom. And this reminds me so much of 1994. And it's like JSON is the new HTML. And so JSON is what you should be teaching in high school now, right? The way in high school, they're like, in the 90s, they're like, well, everything smells like Teen Spirit, and we are feeling outshined. Also, we should learn HTML, right? Sorry, that's a bit of a deep cut for you guys. So I've got my logic scanners here, and they're doing the reasoning. Here was the first idea of the action plan. We're gonna get the final version against this strategy here. By the time I'm done yammering, it's gonna be over. A complete forensic audit on that page, which would have taken 10 hours to do manually, is done here in what? I've been talking for 5 minutes about that. So let's look here at a couple things here. So first off, so indeed, the target keyword, and we got the URL. I didn't need to give it all that context. I just would do a better job if I gave it context, right? It currently ranks, in terms of data for SEO, number 8, but that doesn't matter. Number 8 is not going to be enough to be able to rank for that anyway, right? It says, hold on, the SERP features has an AI overview, a video carousel, correct. Looks at the competitor landscapes, looking at PC Mag, 310 Creative, Capsule CRM, Reddit, Forbes. That's the competition we're going against. Ew, that's not good. That's not, you don't want to be going against these guys. That is that's not good, I assure you. Here, I'll move this guy over here. So we have the technical content structure, load times, we got the word count, we have the readability index, we have the freshness, we have the headings analysis of all the headings. Here they are listed, the H1, the H2s. This is all the H3s, a lot of the raw data here. H3 tags, the strategy, how many backlinks they have, their domain rank, 324, which is a strong overall domain authority. However, this page has 0 inbound links. Uh-oh. Anyone who told you that links don't matter at all was lying. I told you they don't matter as much as people say they do, and they're not even the top 3 ranking factors. They're not, but they still matter. They still matter. Well, off-page references matter, right? And backlinks is only one type of off-page reference. There's social, there's reviews, there's ratings, there's mentions, there's no follows, there's do follows, there's all these things, right? Comparison, it's starting to find, I'm gonna leave that to later. Okay, so blah, 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 vendor bias, etc. Domain, the who is. Okay, great. So then we went through the logic core to come up with these suggestions here. So let me move over to here and let's go through these suggestions. I'm hoping that's moving my face around when I'm moving it. Let's see here. Is that actually moving my face around when I'm moving it? Maybe. I don't know how far back this particular thing is, but okay, guys, please remember to like and subscribe. Please remember to share this with your friends. Please help me, please thumb Google in the eye and help me defeat my shadow ban by sharing it amongst SEOs who need this information. Okay, so here, so the master agent came up with some suggestions, and then it had another one here. Now I can chat with all of these, right? All of these different SEO things I can chat with to get deeper information and get it to think about different stuff, to have a human in the loop. It's very important to have a human in the loop for SEO. A lot of people are like, I just want the SEO to do everything for me. And that is certainly possible. It's very, very difficult, challenging to do, but it's definitely possible. So here it says, here's the final forensic audit, the critical immediate stuff that needs to get fixed. The target asset is currently hitting a trust ceiling, is the summary. While the content exists, it lacks the experience signals required by the current algorithm. Furthermore, so that is a genius forensic insight. It is indeed indeed does not have any trust signals, and I know it's probably going to explain that more as we continue. It says, furthermore, it suffers from a lonely page syndrome. It exists in isolation without sufficient equity flowing to it from either external or internal sources. So that's another brilliant forensic SEO insight that my SEO Forensic Audit 1.0 complete AI system was able to determine completely on its own. If you fix those two single issues right there, you would suddenly be on page 1 and suddenly ranking much higher and those kinds of things. Or even possibly in the AI overview, you have to do a couple more things for that. But you remember how we found that over here? That was information sourced from here, and it ends up here. It was checked by these again and went back. So root cause analysis. There's an EAT failure. Sorry, I call it sheet, right? Let's see if the logic core talked about sheet here at all. Do I see it? It may have talked about EAT. My keyword, what I call it is sheet. Yeah, here it is. The sheet implementation, the semantic keywords, the helpful keywords, the experience keywords, the expertise keywords, showing that you have experience, showing you have expertise, showing that you've experienced the product or service, showing that you've tested it, showing that, you know, we have done 36 reviews of this product, blah, 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 showing that you have the authority you talk about, the expertise you talk about, shows that you are one of the authoritative people online, and everyone else is talking about you and your authority online. And then finally, trust. Therefore, you get the trust. Your site gets the trust. There's also some other trust factors. That's on-page and off-page trust factors. There's also on-site trust factors that you have to worry about. And then finally, the last T is timeliness. They like fresh content. They'd like it better if this was done this year, right? If this audit was done, their review of these CRM tools were done this year, then it's fresher. Fresher ranks better. That's been that way for like 10 years. So that has been used with the data to give you a master forensic audit, which you can share directly with the client. I'll show you how to do that in a second when I sum up. So yeah, there's an experience failure here. In 2026, Google's experience signal demands proof of usage. Yeah, there's no proof on the page you've used these, right? This is effectively an affiliate review article, is effectively what we would call it in our SEO nomenclature. And we all know that the helpful AI and the product review and product service review AIs that Google put out, that largely is what is hitting people these days. You have to show experience with the product. Why would Google want to take the opinion of some person who's never used it, never talked about it online, knows nothing about it, never tested it, there's no proof of that? Why would they rank them highly? They're not going to. They're not going to. You need to do everything that the forensic audit tells you to do, and you need to make sure that you have the experience, expertise, authority, and trust, and timeliness, and the semantic keywords, the entity keywords to boot, which of course I'm building an app for that as well. I'm going to have you completely covered in apps. I'm going to save you hundreds of hours on your SEO and thousands of dollars. Okay. Lonely page syndrome as well. The URL lacks external backlinks, which we detected over here in the data for SEO data. There's over-optimization risks. Here's another brilliant forensic insight. Previous internal linking strategies relied too heavily on the exact match query anchor text, triggering algorithmic dampening filters. This is another brilliant insight. You cannot over-optimize. I mean, I can't understate this. Google has anti-SEO algorithms, and having too many exact match query links is one of them. So all these different factors, none of these, well, maybe a few of these would kill their SEO alone, but they all go together, right? Format stagnation. This is a listicle format, is outdated. Users in AI overviews now prefer data-dense comparison visualizations. The listicle is dead. The silo is dead. The what do you call it? Not a parachute page. You guys called it a skyscraper page. Dead. Dead. They're all dead, right? I mean, you can have a long page. If you want to call it a skyscraper page, fine. We can haggle about that. But those are all dead. So it says you need a proof upgrade. You have to inject unique proprietary screenshots of the CRM dashboards. Do not use stock vendor images. That is another amazing forensic insight that no one else is going to tell you this, right? No other audit software out there was trained by me. And so it's not going to tell you these kinds of things. Like you can't use, and this is true, completely true, you can't use stock photos. That's like using duplicate content. So that is another major thing here. Again, if you want to learn the science of how I know all this stuff, email me and join SEO AEO University. I'm only adding that AEO in there reluctantly. Everything is still SEO, and it's going to be SEO. I bet you in 5 years, no one will know what AEO means. It'll all just go back to Google. It'll all go to SEO and Google Ads. That's going to be the name of the game still in 5 years, like it was 5 years ago, and 5 years before that, and 5 years before that, and 5 years before that. All right, you need proof. You need the methodology section. You need to add a distinct section titled How We Tested These CRMs. Detail the hours spent, the data imported, the specific workflows tested. Make sure you have a YouTube proving that with video footage showing how you did that. Yeah, the comparison matrix table. The columns should include price, USP, and proprietary usability score. This structure is easily parsed by LLMs for AI overviews. Here's another beautiful insight. Let me just make sure you guys can read this. If I go to here, yeah, you guys can see this. Okay, good. Oh, but I'm still up here. Okay, that's fine. As long as you guys can see it. So, implement a comprehensive matrix table. Yes. Internal linking. Again, there are I would have no more than a PMQ in any link anywhere, external or internal links. Quite frankly, unless you can't avoid it. If you're like, Josh, I do photography Toronto, so the link photography Toronto might get by, but they're too, Google is too strict on over optimization, just too strict. You cannot do EMQ links like that anymore. So they have to be PMQ, right? So instead of photography Toronto, it'd be like photography at the top, and then check out our Toronto photography studio. It could be a link or something like that. I just made it off the top of my head. But new protocol. So make sure you have nothing but PMQs. Also explore our top CRM picks. You need more off-page authority. Yeah, sorry, you still need those things. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Video integration, not there. Video has to be optimized. Oh yeah, here's another brilliant forensic insight that most people wouldn't consider. Shift the URL structure from a dated blog path, example, /blog/best CRM, because it is. If you look over here, it's /blog/CRM software tools. Move from a URL structure from a dated blog path to a topical hub structure, right? So these people are not, now here's, sorry. This suggestion I would not recommend at all. Software CRM best tools is not bad. It's better than having blog in the URL because you're not selling a blog, right? Quite frankly, and it doesn't look like an evergreen resource, as my AI correctly says here. It looks like a news post, right? People got in the bad habit from the blogging years to think that Google likes blogs. They don't. I can prove it to you. Anyone who has the leaked Google algorithm that was leaked from their GitHub repo a few years ago, you could see for yourself how many classifications they have for blog. Just do a search. It's 7,414 pages. There's like 14,000 different API possibilities in it. Just do a search for blog, and you're going to see how they do that. You're going to see how they have categorization to not boost blogs. They have categorization to demote blogs. Don't forget, at least a percentage, and I happen to know it's a very, very high percentage because, again, I've seen these leaked documents and I've scientifically tested them and forensically tested them. You'd be surprised to hear, perhaps, that the vast majority of Google's algorithms to rank somewhere, index and crawl pages, is to derank them. It is to categorize them, to classify them, to sequester them, so that Google doesn't spend any more money on them, which are issues. They are issues, for sure. I'm going to say here, please add more tech suggestions. Also, suggestions on the headings. I can get it to do that as well. So I agree completely about the hub transition to evergreen content. I don't like what my AI selected, this URL. I would suggest serving all URLs off the root so that you can confuse Google, so they don't have any idea about the structure of your website. As far as Google's concerned, they need to think that every page you have is golden, and there's no way for them to classify it, to categorize it, to get rid of it. You don't want Google to be able to do that. Okay, so the final prognosis, you need to move from EMQ to PMQ linking. You need to inject experience. You need to get out of the over-optimized, and where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, I've lost my place here. Sorry, I was reading. Yeah, the over-optimized bucket is what you need to get out of. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Some other suggestions here. Do not use images for your comparison charts. You need a table. That is definitely a huge forensic insight again, no other AI tool or a lot of SEOs doing an audit you pay for are going to be able to tell you. I want to make sure you can see this here because I know that I'm up here in the top right here. Yeah, you need Google to AI overview to crawl you and get that. If you're using traffic links, you should use sponsored no follow. That's for sure. For affiliate links, that's for sure. So let me show you. So if you're like, Josh, this is great. So now I'm moving to a bit of a vibe coding thing. Josh, this is great. But what if I wanted to show the client? No problem. Or like, Josh, my eyes glaze over from this. You can copy and paste this into anything you want and read it there if you like. Or you can click this here and you do get a client presentation mode. So again, you want machine readability for AI overviews and user content for conversions. You would want to have, it's just giving the suggestions here. Make sure you have the price listed in this table. Make sure these tables have the price, the best rating. Right now they're in an image. That's a big problem as well. The H2s have issues in terms of having the EMQs inside of the headings. Also, you want to be making some new sections to make the content fresher. And so there's a summary of some changes you want to make for those headings there. So you can pick and choose as well. You can be like, okay. You can be like, okay, I like these suggestions. These ones here more. I agree with those. You don't have to just go with it. You could be like, okay, I like these suggestions here. Summarize them with detail. Oops, I hit enter by accident. You can also start asking it here data, like just show me the headings. And the forensic scanner will be able to do that as well and start giving you some of the technical. You could dig into some of the data. So here's the headings here, H1, the H2, the H3. Okay, and so now I can go back into here. And so here's a detailed study. So the payoff, it starts giving you a bit more information. Oh, it jammed a lot of information in there. See, this is new software, right? So you can make better slides out of this, possibly. It's still in development, but I think, as you saw, the logic is sound, and a lot of these suggestions are the kind of SEO suggestions you're not going to get anywhere else, quite frankly. So it's super exciting. So we have lots of super exciting software coming up for you. We have lots of, on the show, I'm going to be showing more of these suggestions, doing forensic SEO audits. If you want me to do a forensic SEO audit on your page, email me at joshbashinsky@gmail.com. I can give you the email for that. Let's share the screen here. So yeah, again, if you need help with your SEO, email me at joshbashinsky@gmail.com. Now let me go here and see what questions we have here. Let me actually just, sorry for the jiggery pokery. I'm going to get the hang of this at some point. Okay, so let's go here to the questions. All right, great. We don't have any questions. Slow day, not a lot of people watching, no worries. Okay. So again, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We have very exciting stuff coming up. Shoot me an email if you have any SEO questions at all. 2026 is going to be such an exciting year in terms of the SEO apps that we have and in terms of the SEO we're going to be able to do. We're going to be able to have AI analyze forensically the different internet marketing, the hands, forensically the different stuff going on and where you need to be, where you need to show up. And I'm going to be teaching that on this channel and showing that on this channel. I might also start a new channel just for forensic SEO audits alone. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what 2026 will bring? So again, thanks guys for listening and watching. And let's see, how do you stop this? Thank you for listening and watching, guys. And email me if you have any questions at all. And 2026 is going to be a very bright new year.